that these are thrusters from a technological object that are used to maneuver or navigate. And obviously, in that case, they will maintain their orientation. So the verdict is still out.
Something from another star system is hurtling toward Earth right now, and December 2025 marks the closest we'll get to this alien wanderer for millions of years. An interstellar comet designated 3I, a TLAS, only the third confirmed object from beyond our solar system ever detected, is making its nearest approach to Earth this December, traveling at a staggering 137,000 miles per hour. This cosmic intruder was ejected from another star system and has been drifting through the void of deep space for potentially millions of years. On December 19th, 2025, it will pass within 170 million miles of our planet, close enough to study but far enough to pose zero threat. Yet the questions it raises are profound. Where did it come from? What is it made of? And why are some scientists refusing to rule out the possibility that it might be more than just a comet? Let's break down what we know about this unprecedented cosmic event. The discovery that shocked astronomers. In July 2025, astronomers made a confirmation that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. 3I Atlas is not from our solar system. The evidence was irrefutable. Its hyperbolic trajectory, a path that doesn't loop around the sun, but instead shoots straight through our neighborhood, proved it was just passing through. Its approach vector from the constellation Sagittarius and its mind-bending velocity of 137,000 miles per hour left no doubt. This object was born around another star, ejected into the darkness between stars, and now, by pure cosmic chance, it's crossing our path. The numbers that define the encounter. December 19th, 2025 is the date circled on every astronomer's calendar. That's when 3I Atlas reaches its closest point to Earth, 170 million miles away. To put that in perspective, that's roughly twice the distance between Earth and the Sun. Well beyond any danger zone, but close enough for telescopes to gather critical data. But this isn't the comet's only close encounter. On October 30th, 2025, it screamed past the sun at just 130 million miles, barely inside the orbit of Mars. That solar flyby superheated its icy surface, causing it to shed material and create the glowing tail that makes comets visible. Size estimates, small but significant. The European Space Agency has been working to nail down the comet's dimensions, but the object's distance and faintness make precision difficult. Current estimates place the icy nucleus somewhere between 1,400 feet and 3.5 miles wide. That's relatively small compared to the massive comets native to our solar system, but for an interstellar wanderer, it's substantial. Observations from the Hubble Space Telescope have provided the most detailed look yet at the object's structure and composition. NASA has called these images a breakthrough in our understanding of interstellar comet chemistry and structure. The data reveals a body shaped by forces and conditions entirely foreign to our solar system. Visibility and observation. Window: don't expect to walk outside and see this cosmic visitor with your naked eye. 3I Atlas is too faint, too distant, and too small. But for those with access to small telescopes or high-end binocular systems, it's visible in the pre-dawn sky. NASA confirms that the viewing window extends through spring 2026, giving amateur astronomers and professionals alike months to observe this interstellar traveler. NASA's real-time simulator, Eyes on the Solar System, allows anyone with internet access to track the comet's exact position and trajectory as it moves through our cosmic backyard. The rarity of the event, one NASA researcher put it bluntly. This is an extraordinary chance to observe an object formed around another star. These encounters are exceedingly rare in human history, and that's an understatement. Before 3I-ATLAS, only two other interstellar objects had been confirmed. One I/Oumuamua in 2017, and two I/Borisov in 2019. That's three objects in all of recorded human history. Three visitors from the endless night between stars. The chance to study such an object is, statistically speaking, nearly impossible. Yet here we are. What does this event really mean? Beyond the excitement and the headlines, 3I Atlas forces us to confront several uncomfortable truths about our place in the universe. We are not isolated. For centuries, humanity has gazed at the stars and wondered if we were alone. 3I. Atlas is a tangible reminder that the galaxy is not a static, empty void. It's a dynamic system where objects are constantly being hurled from one star system into the cosmic abyss. This comet is proof that material and potentially information can cross the unimaginable distances between stars. If a comet can do it, what else might be out there, drifting silently through the dark? Our detection systems are limited. We detected 3 IATLAS, but how many other interstellar objects have passed through our solar system unnoticed? Astronomers estimate that at any given time, there could be thousands of interstellar objects passing through, most too small or too faint to detect with current technology. The fact that we've only confirmed 3 means we're essentially blind to the majority of these visitors. That raises a critical question. What are we missing? The composition mystery, Hubble's observations, have given us unprecedented insight into the comet's chemical makeup, but significant gaps remain. What elements and compounds make up this object? How do they differ from the materials found in comets native to our solar system? The answers could rewrite what we know about star formation, planetary chemistry, and the building blocks of life itself. If this comet contains organic molecules or amino acids, it would suggest that the ingredients for life are being distributed across the galaxy by these wandering messengers. The speed and trajectory. Question: 137,000 miles per hour. That's the speed at which 3 IATLAS was clocked when first detected. To reach that velocity, the comet had to be violently ejected from its home star system, possibly by the gravitational slingshot effect of a massive planet, or even by the chaotic forces of a dying star. The fact that it's moving on a hyperbolic trajectory means it will never return. It's a one-time visitor, never to be seen again, once it leaves our solar system. That makes this December approach not just rare, it's irreplaceable. According to NASA officials, the scientific value of 3 IATLAS cannot be overstated. This is the first time in human history that astronomers have had months of advance notice to study an interstellar object with modern instruments. When Oumuamua appeared in 2017, it was detected only after it had already passed Earth, leaving scientists scrambling to gather data before it vanished. With 3I Atlas, researchers have had time to coordinate observations across multiple telescopes, space-based and ground-based, to capture a comprehensive data set. Investigators at the European Space Agency warn that opportunities like this are generational at best. The next confirmed interstellar visitor could be decades away, or it could arrive tomorrow. The unpredictability of these encounters makes each one a critical learning moment. Analysts studying the comet's composition have noted that the chemical signature detected by Hubble suggests the object may have formed in a star system very different from our own, possibly around a cooler, older star. If confirmed, that would provide the first direct evidence of planetary system diversity on an interstellar scale. Officials at NASA's Science Mission Directorate have been quick to address the more sensational claims surrounding the comet. Nicola Fox, Associate Administrator, stated during a November press conference, "We certainly haven't seen any technosignatures or anything from it that would lead us to believe it was anything other than a comet." The message is clear. NASA sees no evidence of artificial origin. But here's where the story takes a darker, more controversial turn. The Avi Loeb factor. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, the same scientist who famously suggested that Oumuamua could be extraterrestrial technology, has once again ignited a firestorm of debate. In a post on Medium, Loeb stated that 3I Atlas is most likely a comet of natural origin, but he conspicuously refused to dismiss other possibilities entirely. That carefully worded statement has fueled countless conspiracy theories online. Forums, YouTube channels, and social media platforms have exploded with speculation. Is this comet actually a probe? Could it be a derelict alien spacecraft? Is it transmitting signals we haven't detected yet? Why scientists won't completely rule it out? The reason Loeb and a small minority of researchers leave the door cracked open is simple. We don't have complete data. We can observe the comet's trajectory, estimate its size, and analyze its chemical composition from a distance, but we cannot physically touch it, sample it, or examine it up close. Until we do, there's always a margin of uncertainty. That margin is microscopic, but it exists. And in the age of information overload, that tiny sliver of doubt is enough to spawn an avalanche of speculation. The conspiracy wildfire. Despite NASA's categorical denials, the conspiracy theories theories continue to spread. Some claim the comet's unusual brightness fluctuations suggest an artificial surface. Others point to its hyperbolic trajectory as evidence of intelligent guidance. Still others insist that governments are hiding the truth about signals detected from the object. None of these claims have any supporting evidence. None have been verified by credible sources, but they persist, feeding a growing distrust of official scientific narratives. The real danger, the escalation, isn't in the comet itself. It's in the misinformation surrounding it. When sensational claims drown out scientific facts, the public loses the ability to distinguish between evidence-based conclusions and baseless speculation. That erosion of trust has consequences far beyond this single event. It affects how people respond to future discoveries, how they perceive space agencies, and how they engage with science itself. So what does this all mean going forward? The December 19th deadline. As the comet makes its closest approach in just days, the scientific community is in a race against time. Every telescope, every spectrometer, every imaging system that can be pointed at 3I Atlas is being mobilized. The data collected in the coming weeks will be analyzed for years. It will inform our understanding of interstellar objects, refine our detection methods, and potentially reveal new insights into the chemistry of distant star systems. But once the comet passes, it's gone forever. There are no second chances. The long-term implications. If the chemical analysis confirms that 3I Atlas contains organic molecules or complex carbon compounds, it will lend weight to the theory of panspermia, the idea that life's building blocks are distributed across the galaxy by comets and asteroids. That would fundamentally change how we think about the origin of life on Earth and the potential for life elsewhere. If, on the other hand, the comet's composition is radically different from anything in our solar system, it would suggest that planetary formation processes vary wildly depending on the host star. That would force us to reconsider our models of how solar systems evolve. The detection challenge. The fact that we've only confirmed 3 interstellar objects in all of human history highlights a critical weakness in our observational infrastructure. We need more powerful telescopes, faster data processing systems, and better coordination between global observatories. The next interstellar visitor could arrive at any moment, and we need to be ready. The misinformation battle. As long as there are gaps in our knowledge, there will be those who fill those gaps with speculation, fantasy, and conspiracy. The challenge for scientists and communicators is to provide clear, transparent information while acknowledging the limits of what we know. The public deserves honest answers, even when those answers are, "We don't know yet." What happens after spring 2026? By the time spring 2026 ends, 3I Atlas will have faded into the darkness, too distant and too faint to observe even with the most powerful instruments. It will continue its journey through the Milky Way, possibly for millions more years, until it encounters another star system, if it ever does. For us, it will become a memory, a data set, and a reminder that the universe is far stranger and more dynamic than we ever imagined. The unspoken question, and perhaps the most unsettling thought of all: if interstellar objects pass through our solar system more often than we realize, what else might be out there, watching, waiting, or simply drifting through the void? We may never know. But 3I Atlas has proven one thing beyond doubt: we are not as isolated as we once believed. The truth is out there, and sometimes it comes hurtling toward us at 137,000 miles per hour. Subscribe for more updates as the truth continues to unfold.